Okay, so on the noodle stool you can do this in deep or shallow, and I call it Pogo, but you can call it whatever you want. And it's working the noodle, so knees are coming up to the chest. If you're in the deep water, you're pushing the legs and the noodle down and up and down without touching the floor, but you can do this in the shallow end where you use the floor to stabilize and touch. Even in the shallow end though, you can ask your participants to suspend this action so they're not touching the floor at all. It's like a tuck jump, but it's just changing the dynamic with the feet on the noodle, getting some resistance on that downward phase. Also, you can take that into a wide leg action and push down in the stop. So in the deep water, you're already suspended and you're making it a short, fast action. You're not going to go into a straight leg because then it will create too much of an angle and the noodle will slide away. It's going to be a short, fast stomp with the knees up as high as you can. In the shallow water, of course, you can start with the noodle touching the floor, but then you're going to ask participants to challenge themselves by not touching the floor. Some participants even think it's a little bit easier to do suspended. Once you've got that, then you can hold with the knees up as high as you can in a squat position. You can breaststroke arms forward, breaststroke, reverse breaststroke arms, and you can even go into a snowboard, which I call snowboard, like turning the torso to the left, travel breaststroke arms, still on the noodle, the feet and the knees aren't moving, the hips aren't moving, just the upper body twist to the side, breaststroke arms to one side, turn all the way around, breaststroke arms to the other side. Okay, little routine I call noodle splits. You put the noodle under your shin bones, so somewhere between the calf and the heel, and you're going to work up and down. So in the shallow water, foot on the ground, toes pointing in the same direction as which you're looking. You're making sure you're strong through the thighs, strong abdominals, and you're lifting the leg up and down. So you're actually coming up with the noodle. The noodle's under your shin, and it's coming up and down. From there, you want to take it into a further split position if you want extra extension. So you're going to take the noodle forward and you're working into a front split. So this foot, heels coming off the ground, you're bending your knee and working really hard to lift up and down, but right into that forward position. So you're getting big, long extension. Then that same routine with the noodle out to the side this time. So you're keeping the hips pointing to the front. So same way you're facing, but the noodle's out wide. You're going up and down with the leg, lifting, 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 and then you can go into a split position by sliding out. So you're increasing the angle. I'm not going to go too far, but in the water you'll get that big range of movement that allows you to take out that stretch and increase your flexibility. And the same behind. Hold the noodle under your ankle, knee bent, you're lifting up, 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 hamstring curl, and then you can roll back front foot, you can slide back and roll onto your heel. You're going into this position with the noodle up behind you. So it's a real strong lift and stretch for the legs.
For some variations on some really simple moves, but just making it a little bit more fun, we're going to do some hip swiveling, taking the hips around one way, and then the noodle is going to go around the other way. So the hips are going one way, and the noodle is going around the other way. We're grabbing it with two hands. And then you're reversing it. Working deep into the tummy still, you can open the legs out wide and take it out a little bit further. And other way. To add a little bit of Bollywood to your routine, one hand goes up, other hand's here, squeezing into your oblique and taking it round. The shoulder is coming down towards the knee, and you can jump this as well. Obviously taking it over to the other side and adding your own flair. Something else that's a little bit of fun for your Bollywood routine, hand goes up and you're flicking over to one side and then other side. One side, other side. Slicing the water, lifting the foot up right up, nice and high near the glute. Taking it a little bit longer. A fun way to end your routine with your participants. You've used your noodle in lots of nice technical ways, but now you're just going to lift it up and slam the water at the front, slam at the back. Squeeze the tummy in, slam, slam, slam. You'll have everyone else in the pool looking around wondering what is going on because it sounds like a whole bunch of guns or fireworks are going off. So it's really fun and a nice way, and everyone has a good laugh at the end of their routine. Another fun alternative to your average, to your regular aqua class is a little bit of partner work and a little bit of fun. So you grab your partner, and in our routine we've done it for New York, where you've got one knee and down, one kick and down, and popping over one knee, one down, kick and down, knee, kick. And of course you can start to bring this up a little bit higher, lifting it up. As you can see, it's a whole lot of fun to just add something really silly into the end of your class. You can add your little kicks, you can add your lasso, you can add your hip swivel, a whole lot of different little variations to just give your individual touch to your class. So have a think about it, maybe go to a few funky classes, a few hip-hop classes or Bollywood classes or Zumba classes, which are a bit of a rage at the moment. Throw a couple of those movements into your aqua class, as well as all your technical moves, which Dom has clearly gone through, and throw them all together to get a really fun class.